So today I'm going to show you how to take multiple photographs and merge them in Photoshop like you would do when you're merging an HDR set of photos, and it creates this really cool texture and pattern. It almost looks like a collage or an encaustic. It's really easy to do, so I'm going to go over here to Photoshop. I'm going to come here to File, and I'm going to go down to Automate. And if you look to the right of Automate, you're going to go down to where it says Merge to HDR Pro. And I'm going to click on that. Now I'm going to browse my photos. I already know I want to use this photo, and I want to use this photo, and I'm going to use this photo. Now, all three of these photos are going landscape direction, and none have been cropped or re-edited in any way whatsoever. This is exactly how I took them with the camera. And I'm going to click OK. So I've got my three photos, and again here I'm going to click OK. And it's going to take a second for them to populate within Photoshop, but when they do, a window is going to pop up. It's still working. So here's my window. At this point, I can go down here and I can click off on the photos or click on. Because of my videoing, I can't see the whole screen as well as I would want, but you can see you've got your photos down here at the bottom, and there's a little button down there that you can click to turn them off and on, but I like how this looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start messing with all of these things here. So I'm going to try all of these presets and see how they look and decide which one that I want to keep. I like the saturated, and I think I like the surrealistic high contrast. That's the one I like. You can click remove ghosts and see what that does. It's really about playing around at this time and seeing what you like and what you don't like. And there's some overlap, so I will go in and crop, but I can adjust the radius. You can adjust the strength. You can edge smoothness. You can adjust the gamma, the exposure, the detail. You can adjust the shadow. You can adjust the highlights, the vibrance. You can adjust the saturation if you want to pop up the color a little bit. Then you're going to click Save. Now I'm going to click Enter because my Save button is too far down. And now it's merging it to HDR, and it's going to finish populating. And then I'm going to crop it to get all the wonky edges out of it, and I'll just do my finishing touches. And I can do all that in different adjustment layers. So now I'm going to go over here to crop. Click Enter. And now I'm going to go in and adjust my brightness and my contrast if I wanted to. Here's my contrast. You've got your levels, curves, exposure, vibrance, hue and saturation. If I wanted it to be super dark, if I wanted to lighten it up, if I wanted to pop up the saturation some more, if I wanted it to be a little bit muted, then this is where I would do all of those things. And if you do something and you don't like it, then you guys know you just take this and you delete that layer. So now I like it. So I'm going to save it. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to save as. You can save it as a PSD and you can save it as a JPEG. I like to have both. And it automatically saves it to Untitled HDR2. I would put SCAD dress HDR. And this is my second one that I've done that way, so I'm gonna put SCAD dress to HDR. And I'm gonna save it. It's up to you if you want to save it in a JPEG or if you want to save it in a PSD. I'm gonna save the first one in a PSD. There we go. There it is. So I'm going to save the first one in a PSD, and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And that is how you do an abstract HDR.